Cool. So basically what I want to do is after the test, hop into emotions NLP, do the stress reduction button a few times just to kind of line it up. This is what I would do. Tell me if you do something different. And then I would
Yeah,
do
yeah. Go
migraine.
in, go in and see if you see anything going wrong with her.
Well, that's what I'm going to do in the Matrix thing. So I always just run something in the main window. Also opened up 2 background programs. So I'm just going to run something. And then in the Matrix, I'm going to dig around and see what the actual cause is. But at least I can do like a relaxation pulse or something as I'm digging through the results, if that makes sense. Um, I don't know. It's what Mary taught me, and it's just kind of like a habit to be like, right, I'm going to send something, or even timed therapies, pain management, or it's, something. I'm just setting up the background programs right now. But keep going. So basically, you ran the aura cleanse after all this horrible
Yeah,
energy. For people who might watch this video, we're just gonna like recap it.
now they
Horrible
have gone.
Thanksgiving energy.
So now so the energy update. So that's the next bit. So we are entering a new wave that is very positive. So what's coming your way when the things you're getting invited, those are good invitations, Navi, because it's a great wave that we're entering right now.
And this is how I enter into things through invitation. I know how things work. I know uh I just kind of know, I don't know, my style, my flavor, I guess. So it's interesting. I'm thinking about stuff. I'm still contemplating whether I go more into device sales, etc. I really want to give it a try. So I want with you, I want to be marketing med beds and training people up for them. And I also test is nearly done, 1 more minute. And I also
Yeah.
want to focus just on DNA repair because I think, especially in the USA, people would be open-minded to it. They would try it. It's not going to hurt their child. I've got plenty of, CE markings. It's very safe, all that kind of stuff. I think they would have enough hope. That's the cool thing about Americans is they are willing to dream big, and a child who's got this permanent whatever kind of genetic disease, they might have enough hope to have a few sessions. So yeah, we'll see. Because I just don't want to do a total career change yet. And there's also like the AmeriCorps, there's a European version. And this guy Duncan was like, "Oh yeah, I'll get you in touch with so and so, and you can talk about this, talk about that." It was amazing. So just like you, I'm looking at my life yesterday, literally, and I said, this is the life I'm dreaming about. Yes, I want more money in the bank, but it is literally just numbers. I have everything I want. I've got a fabulous lover, a beautiful home, everything. I've got the power to heal myself. My breasts are actually growing. This is amazing.
Your
It is so
they
much
cannot
fun.
get bigger in size.
Pardon me?
Height is the same. You're not gaining weight.
Yeah, I'm not gaining weight. And the thing is, I measured this with Susan. And when I would gain weight, none of it would go to my breasts anyways. And the thing is, for her, it was the complete opposite. So she would gain weight there, but not like in her waist or whatever. It was just really weird. Poor thing. And she hated her breasts. Oh my gosh. That poor love. But yeah, this is pretty cool. So I haven't been measuring myself. I probably should. Right now, I'm just going by my cup size. I don't even think I have a scale or anything here, let alone a tape measure for bodies. Okay.
Picture of you of the boob.
I do. I have one picture and one video that I sent my friend Chris. I'm like, look at this. I can jiggle them now. This is amazing. Oh my God, that's amazing. This is so fucking cool. I almost have a handful. This is awesome. But yeah, I've got a picture of myself like where I'm like having wine out in the back deck, with the hot tub. I'm like, yeah, this is the life. Oh, girl, we are so blessed. So blessed. Okay, I'm digging through the matrix scan results. I'm just gonna talk about them because I know you're on the phone and
Yeah.
driving. So hormonal regulation is being recommended. Hold on one sec. I'm gonna Where is that? Pain management migraine. Here we go. I'll let this run. Okay, so it's recommending some herbs for hormone regulation. Toxic exposure is popping up. I think everything that Dr. Hulda Clark book is amazing. She's so smart. She writes really well in a very down-to-earth kind of way. And everything basically is due to parasites and toxic buildup. And that
Yeah.
makes sense. I think there's just those two reasons. Oh, bless her. Lithium carbonicum is popping up. Emotional powder keg, don't like fuse. So that's probably tied with the hormone imbalances, kidney issues. So kidneys themselves and uric acid has come up. So she might have like gout or arthritis pains, that kind of thing, or like joint pains. Vitamin B3 deficiency. Huh. Hey, speaking of all the frequencies around Thanksgiving messing stuff up, I've found that a couple days after the holidays, my scan results have been really accurate again. I mean, for whatever reason, they've just been very
Yeah.
not regular.
Again.
I also see one of the pain regulator hormones. So there's a pain regulation disease as well.
Okay.
Ooh, hemiplegia disorders, paralysis of one side of the body from disease or injury to motor sensors of the brain. I'm wondering if she had a mini stroke and something is a bit clogged. It's just a guess. Have you worked on her before, by the way?
One time.
Okay.
Can you download the reports, the free reports?
Yeah, absolutely. Uh,
What chromosomes are coming up?
I'll filter for those. I'm just gonna look at the rest of the acute
You can
stuff.
I want you talking through your process. Don't listen to me.
Oh, oh, bless. Resistance to change or cure is coming up at 106. Uh, hmm. Okay, in emotions NLP, I'm just running hormones because the migraine one finished. Okay, I'm gonna filter for chromosomes and in the acute ranges, 98, 6p chromosome for epilepsy, ataxia, sensitivity, etc. To beryllium. Ranked at 96 is the chromosome 12q, histidinemia, alcohol intolerance, lipoma, interferon deficiency, vitamin D. Ranked at 95 is psoriasis, which isn't a chromosome. I don't know why that's in the filter. Do you want me to go through the very chronic ones?
No, just do what you would normally do to investigate things.
Yeah, I don't know. My intuition is kind of calling me to some kind of brain thing. That's toxic buildup, yes, but what I'm guessing is a mini stroke that created that weak point, and now toxins are building up there. Because the difficult thing is we can't find out where the toxins are. I mean, yeah. So I'm guessing they're building up in her brain. Has she ever had an MRI scan or anything like that?
It hasn't come up in our sessions.
So the scan, the filter is really off. I filtered for dental nosodes and I've got hepatitis B like coming up in the list, which I think everybody who gets infected with COVID has some kind of hepatitis mixture or whatever that's mixed in with that. Let me see. Okay, I'm gonna look at hormones as well.
Oh, a mini stroke is like in the German system of disease of Dr. Hammer. That's like a resolution of a conflict.
Could you say that again? The audio quality is a bit.
In the German medicine model, the mini stroke, I think, is a resolution of a conflict.
Resolution of a conflict to treat migraines?
It's like a psychological conflict, and then the resolution creates the disease state. It's called the German medicine. When you run therapies and you can access the matrix viewer and the body, there's also degeneration, and that is linked to the German medicine system.
The third eye generator, you mean? Or the third eye?
No, the degeneration. The degeneration scan.
Oh, degeneration. Okay. I'm sorry. I don't know why Zoom is making the audio different. Degeneration scan. I love that one. Because degeneration, that would also point to where the toxic buildup is. So I was just looking at in Emotions NLP where the unconscious choices are. It recommended, or it pointed out pain overall, memory storage and retrieval, and one other one that I can't remember off the top of my head. But I thought it was kind of interesting because I was leaning towards brain stimulation or circulation for stroke. Thank you, by the way, for this opportunity to learn. I do appreciate it. I don't work with many people with migraines. Recently, that friend of mine from Sicily, he was even in harness and I had no luck. It was just weird, no success. He's a difficult one. Okay, so I'm back to Matrix Explorer. I'm going to type in some heavy metal items and stuff just to see. So lead is coming up slightly acute, but not really. Yeah, I mean it's in the high 90s. So but the thing is her body's trying to take care of it. So lead in the urine is coming up in the high 90s. Lead is also coming up in the high 90s, but lead in the blood is coming up very chronic. So that tells me it's a problem. And especially with the uric acid and a couple kidney things, I think her kidneys are struggling to detox that crap. We just need an overhaul in how we live. Aluminium is coming up in the chronic range, but not also acute. In my mind, something's really a problem when it's in the acute and the chronic ranges. Do you want me to do the degeneration scan now, by the way?
No, just carry on with what you feel.
Okay.
This is good.
Sounds good. Yep. And I will do the simplicity report. Do you want minerals and hormones and stuff like that? Should I load everything for that report?
Yeah. Yeah. Cool. The simplicity, the matrix items, the add-on, and the therapist report.
Sounds good.
I keep reading them, and then I'm like, I'm gonna make sense of this stuff.
I know, my goodness. I mean, so back to like our perfect lives, our perfect whatever. In my ideal world, I'll only be working like 4 hours a day, like 6 days a week. But in the other time, besides going to the gym, playing piano, doing whatever, I would honestly just be reading up scientific articles. I'd be looking up this clinical trial and that thing and whatever. Speaking of, you and I are going to start that podcast, just us chatting.